Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's D Revolution. Like and press the notification button and subscribe to my page. This video is about spoken word. I want to ask you guys a question. Do you find that you're not getting the audience attention when you perform? Like, are you seeing people look around, talk to the person next to them, looking in their phone and things like that? So that happens a lot to some performers who's performing spoken word. The odds are you're not keeping the audience attention. That's just an element within itself. You have to know how to get the audience attention when you get on stage, by commanding the stage for whatever you want. But one of the number one reasons is, and I tell poets this all the time, your piece is too long. These long ass, these long pieces you be doing, you really gonna only get keep a person's attention with spoken word for about a good 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more, depending on the spectacular performance you may give. But a lot of times you always want to leave the audience wanting more. If it takes you 3 or 4 minutes to make your point with writing a poem, then you need to work on your writing skills. You should be able to get your point across as a poet within 2 minutes. I think a lot of times poets like to hear themselves speak. They like to be up there, and then they write these long poems. And when you start seeing people, while you're performing, if you start seeing people look in their phone, talk to somebody next to them, or just start, looking around, then you're only going to have their attention for a couple of minutes. So you take that couple of minutes and you use it at your best. You have to shorten up your poems in order to really get your message across. Always, and I mean always, when you perform, leave them wanting more. Leave them wanting more. So every time you perform, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see that person," because they never feel like they get enough from you. But if you're giving them too much, I mean, especially if you're doing 2 or 3 pieces. I mean, if you do 3 long pieces, I mean, I'm not gonna be excited to come see you again. Do a couple of pieces, make it powerful, make it good, but always leave the audience wanting more. Don't give them all of you and too much of you, where you bore them out by the time you get off stage. That's not what you want. But again, I'm a veteran poet. I've been performing for 20 years, and these are things that I've learned over time. Another thing you may want to do, when you first get introduced on stage, you might find a way to really get their attention by saying, "How y'all doing? Y'all having a good time?" Or something like that. Or I once seen a poet do when we were at war, I think, and I thought this was very smart. He got up and he asked for a moment of silence, because the room was rowdy. He asked for a moment of silence for the people in the war, and once he got that moment of silence, he just went into his piece. And I thought that was probably one of the smartest things that I've seen a poet do. But I mean, I'm not saying that he wasn't honoring those soldiers who died, but I'm saying he got the room quiet. Find a way to get the room quiet when you get on the stage. But you have to figure that out for yourself. I'm D Revolution. Please like and subscribe to my page.